Is it on?
Elliot.
Oh, yeah, the video is working, but is the sound?
The sound on the camera.
No, I can't hear anything.
Oh wait,
No, I think it's.
oh, the light's right there. Elliot.
No, you gotta play.
Elliot. I'm trying. Where is Elliot? I need Elliot. The sound's not working. Oh no!
Snoopy. The best day ever. One of my favorite things about Brooks is whenever you're in a performance or on stage and you know that moment's gonna sell and you know people are gonna laugh, you can just hear the Brooks laugh resonating through your ears. That's one of my favorite things to do in performance is to hear Brooks laugh and know, you know what, he got that joke, sold it to him.
Was your intention to sing the wrong note? Cookies?
I very sincerely need your recipe for the cookies.
Thank you so much for being an indomitable spirit and dim cookies.
You are single-handedly the sassiest lady this side of the Rio Grande, fastest fingers in the West, and you make delicious food and you're fantastic.
I never got to have you as a personal voice coach, but I got to hear you from afar, and you were just always so magnificent.
If you've ever had a personal vocal session with Kara, you know that tiny animated birds come in and like perch on her whenever she sings your stuff. And B, it's the most fabulous experience and I've grown so much. I love you.
Kara, thank you so much for helping me with my Merrily audition. That was great knowledge. Thank you for also making sure I don't lose my voice and become a mute during swim lessons. You're an angel, and I would love to eat some oat cakes and cream, sweet plums in a jar with you.
I only ASM'd one show, and that was Lie the Mind, and I completely regret that. Except Philip, his music for that show just really sold it and was amazing. And every night listening to that music, it just made things so much better. Thanks.
That one time, Philip, that you subbed Hannah's technical class, all the girls had a crush on you.
So did Cameron.
You may be single-handedly the only reason this department doesn't lose its mind, and I just want to say thank you for responding to every million emails I've sent you over the past 4 years in such a kind way.
Classy, beautiful, organized. Chia.
If it wasn't for you, nobody would ever rehearse.
Easy, breezy, beautiful cover girl. You're super fashionable. Your dog is cute. Love nomming on the dip you bring to opening. You're great.
Thank you so much for everything, Angela.
TC and Michelle, I went from not knowing how to sew anything, least not buttons or hems, to having the best portfolio in the class by some magical trick. And I just want to thank you so much for bringing so much knowledge into my life.
TC and Michelle. TC, you are so perfect because your brain makes you perfect. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway.
Mostly, I just want to agree with what Cameron said because I thought that was really good. But on top of it, TC, thank you so much for sticking with me and helping me freshman year. I learned a lot. I didn't know anything about sewing. And thanks for letting me be in the costume shop and sew a lot of labels while you guys play cool music.
Irene comes in one day and was talking about how she was at Barbara Chisholm's house and she had to go because she had to go feed her epileptic pussy.
Epileptic pussy.
Irene, you are a singular human being.
Similar to Mr. Josian Rodriguez, one of my greatest regrets is not taking your improv class, but the 2 times you have graced my academic lives and 1B and professional prep were amazing, and I loved every second of it.
One of the best parts about being a super senior is that I was able to take your improv class. Thank you so much. You're so talented and I love you.
Looks like a job for
Elliot! Another big regret from my college career is not calling you Smelliot often, or more often. Thanks for everything, getting me through, learning how to do sound stuff, teaching me the mixer, learning all that crap, man. You've got me through so many things. Thank you.
Thank you for all of the odd jobs you've done for us to make our education more valuable. Doing that video for us was amazing. You're awesome.
Elliot. Seriously, Elliot. Whenever they said that we were getting a new face, I think that everyone we didn't know what to think. But St. Edward's, we got a gym whenever you came along.
I thought you meant like a facility. But wait, come back. Elliot, I really enjoyed assisting you for sound for 2 shows. I've learned a lot from you. Thanks for all your advice when I'm like, I have no idea what I'm doing, and not making me feel stupid for not knowing what I'm doing, and letting me learn that having to learn is important, and it's not necessarily bad that you don't know something. I really just wish that you were here for the whole 4 years so I could have siphoned more knowledge out of you before I graduated.
Hey Elliot, thanks for everything, and more importantly, thanks for being the one person in the shop who was of a sound mind and very in tune with everyone else's feelings. Like when me and Hosian and everyone made fun of Dylan a lot, you were the one who told us to stop making fun of Dylan a lot, and Eric, and who else works in the shop? Everybody. We made fun of everybody, and you were nice to everybody. Thanks, Elliot.
Oh, he makes his life as a carpenter.
Joe, thanks for the job. It's been a pleasure working with you. You're such a sweet human being. And also I want to thank you for not making me feel stupid. I always ask you really dumb questions like, where is this, where is that? I don't know what this piece is or whatever. And you never made me feel stupid. You were always grateful for my questions, so thanks, Joe.
Thank you for always being so kind to me, even though the only thing I could do was paint things black. You were always supportive and always encouraged me.
You really are the most supportive person. Audience member, carpentry-wise, thank you for letting me just show up and build things and reduce some stress on Secret Garden. You're the best.
Joe, you could just be a technical director and you could just run the shop, but you are so much more than that because you don't just care about things getting built. You care about the students that help build them, and even the ones of us who aren't in there anymore. You always care, and that's something that we all desperately need in our lives.
Hey Joe, there's too much for me to say that you don't know already, and the best part of my entire college career was hanging out with you, building stuff or just staying in the back and smoking cigarettes, and I learned so much from you, and I am forever grateful. Thanks for being my best friend while I was in college.
A, your children are fantastic. Thanks for paying me to babysit. And B, thank you for making everything look beautiful and for touching all of our hearts. You're great.
Catherine, we've had quite the journey. Our road has been a very interesting one. And the one thing I have to say to you is thank you for giving me the opportunity to explore myself artistically and understanding that my path might not necessarily be the same as others, but helping me to find what I need, particularly in the portfolio class. That's been one of my favorite classes to have with you, and I've just really appreciated the experience.
It was fun working with you. You've got a really awesome sense of humor, and I love that about you. Thanks.
Hi, Sadie. So you came in and had to fill Austin's shoes, and I know at the time the lighting crew were very devoted to Austin. And you know what? Within a week, they were just as devoted to you as they had ever been to him. And I think that that really says something about you and the kind of person that you are. You're incredibly likable, and you're a great person to work for. Thanks, Sadie.
I screamed when you came in with our caricature. I was so jealous of the one for Garden, so thank you. You're amazing, and anyone who puts me in a jumpsuit has my vote.
Susan, you are absolutely amazing, and you are personally responsible for giving me 2 of the most fabulous outfits that I've ever worn in my entire life, and I still want those shoes.
Susan, those times when I sat in on your rendering class last year were mind-blowing because I would sit with my little sketchbook doing what I thought was sketching, and then I would just look over at you creating these like instantaneous, gorgeous images. And I know I exchanged a couple of looks with people in the class like, this woman, and you would go, well, it's just years of practice. And it's a testament to your skill and your talent, but also how hard work can get you somewhere. Also, I just really liked reading your emails during Secret Garden because I thought they were hilarious.
You can call her mother.
You're my mentor, you're my friend, you're my mom, you're everything to me. Thank you for giving me my first job in college and trusting me to calm crazy patrons down. And thank you for giving me the courage to write my own piece of theater and build something from the ground up. You're amazing. It's impossible to tell you how much I love you.
The fact that I can still smile right now at the end of senior year is probably because of you. You are single-handedly the most wonderful woman in this department. Thank you for everything you do for us, Mama Michelle.
Michelle, there is a line from my favorite movie, Mr. Holland's Opus, and it basically goes like this, that teachers must not only teach, but they also have to be a compass. And you have given direction in life to so many people that we are all eternally grateful. And it's largely because of you that I say this, and I know that you'll understand when I say it, but I don't want to go.
Oh, ah, yeah. Oh, that's so nice.
No, I'm warming up.
Mom, 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 mom.
You can't tell right now, but I'm pelvic clocking.
Now, Cameron, I want you to imagine that you're rolling in chocolate.
Wait, do it. Roll in chocolate.
Rolling in chocolate. Ah, yes.
Hookst, 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 hickst, hickst.
Thank you so much for teaching me how to roll around on the ground like a baby. I do it when I'm stressed out still. And thank you for taking us on that amazing adventure to Scotland. It was an unbelievable 6 weeks. You were the best guide anyone could have asked for.
I can honestly say that I did not have a voice before you. Thank you for helping me find mine.
Sheila, I know I've already told you this in person, but you introduced me to my instrument and showed me how to make it strong, and I thank you for that.
Sheila, I've learned so much from you. Thank you so much for sticking with me and helping me out with my lisp and with all of the things that keep me from being as good as you are. Thank you for Performance 2. I've learned so much from you, so much I can't even fit it all into this interview. Greek work was incredible. So thank you for being you and the education you've helped to give us.
Don't wanna be an American idiot.
Ah, Ev, how are you? I just wanted to let you know that I think you're amazing. I may or may not have been stalking you since freshman year when I would see you walk from the carriage house to Rags in your Hawaiian shirt with your cello case. And I'm always in the carriage house and I'll either hear you singing or practicing your cello with your friend Steve Austin. And I just think that you embody what St. Edward's University is, to explore and try new things. And I love that you still take classes here. I loved even watching a glimmer of you work during Merrily, and I loved dancing Come Spirit, Come Charm with you during Secret Garden backstage with Hannah. It was one of my favorite memories from college, so thank you so much for everything.
Hey, Ev. I am so sorry that you had to be my advisor. Yeah, that's rough, I know. And I was always the last person to sign up for their advising meeting, and by that you would send me an email like 2 days before class got out, and you were like, are you gonna do this? And I would show up, but it was only because of you. The only reason I'm graduating is because of you. It started out with Performance 1B, 1A, whichever one, and I have been a fan of yours ever since. Thank you so much.
All I want to say is that you're an amazing man, and I want to be you.
So, the best thing that you gotta do, is he ever gonna...
Hi.
What? The fuck do you want?
Well, there's a class. I was gonna.
Yeah, there's a class.
Can I watch?
No, you can't fucking watch. Get the fuck out.
Rich. Can I call you Rich? I'm gonna call you Rich for this. Rich.
That's weird.
That's
so weird.
I remember auditioning for you when I was in high school, and you told me that I shouldn't go to college and that I should get working because I was young and I could work, and I really took that to heart. And ever since then, I've put work before everything. And thank you again for letting me work on Ernest with you. It was a phenomenal experience. Thanks.
Hey Richard, I just want to say thank you for never letting us off the hook, for always expecting the most of us, and teaching us to really do what we're really doing for real, really.
So this is kind of embarrassing, but after our first class with you, John, Hosian, and I may or may not have wrote a song about how great you were because we were that excited that you came to our school. And God, thank you for coming and for instilling the vast knowledge in poetry that surrounds you into us.
Richard, I mean, you're fantastic, and I still thank Meisner Work for being one of the biggest breakthroughs that I had while I was here at St. Edward's University, and also thanks for reigniting my love of poetry.
Hey, Richard, you were right about everything.
Richard, there's so much I could say. You've taught us so much. You're a master teacher. You've ignited our passion for acting, and you've gotten me so excited about acting. So pumped up, so like, it just reaffirmed everything that I felt. My sophomore year, I remember just a little bit of just times when I was doubting myself and doubting this is what I want to do. And I just remember your class, and Hannah's completely right. We did go home the first night that you taught. It's really creepy. I never thought we'd tell you this, and we wrote a song. Richard Robichaux.
We're gonna sing it for you now.
I don't even know how it went.
Richard Robichaux. Richard Robichaux. Richard, we love you. Won't you tell us how you do?
Not creepy at all. We're not creepy at all.
I'm David Long.
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 I'm David Long. It's not on my face, is it?
My favorite memory about David Long, artistic director of Mary Moody Northern Theater, was during Photo Call of Tartuffe, he asked me, "Is that what you say? You say gay when you came in? Is that what you said? That's hilarious. That's funny."
Thank you for introducing me to my boyfriend, Ferdinand, the door.
David, you were the first person that I met back at Scholarship Audition Weekend, and I want to thank you for being such an important part of this program, and also thank you for motivating me to get in physical shape.
So you have your Larry and you have your Roy.
David, my dad thinks you're hilarious, and I still remember when my dad saw a run of Secret Garden last year, and he goes, "That guy can sing? That's great." Also, I still think personally that an all August Wilson season would be great. Me and Jarrett. Also, last thing, your Dog and Pony show. I know every show before you have to say it, you go, "Oh man, this is just like, oh man, I don't want to do this. It's another old day." But I know you love it. You love it so much. That's it.
David Long, I want to sincerely apologize for passing out in your movement class and splitting my head open, but thank you for cleaning up my blood.
I don't wanna wait